Bro, Brother Naquam coming back at you with these precepts, giving all honor and glory to Yahweh and his son Yahweh Shai. Yahweh is the name of the Most High, and Yahweh Shai is the name of his son. We'll be going into righteous angels, the sons of God and principalities. So this is a follow-up video of a video I did called Evil Angels, Spirits, and Powers. So this goes hand in hand with the first video that was uploaded. So this is essentially a part two. One video we went into the left-hand side of how demons operated, how they can come at you and try to pull you off the truth. You understand how they can use your woman or use your family to manipulate their spirit, to say certain things or to perform certain actions to pull you away from the Most High, to thrust you away from the living God. So those are what demons do. We went into evil angels and how these spirits and principalities operate on the left-hand side. So this is a follow-up video to go into the right-hand side of how the righteous angels operate. All right, we're going to touch into the sons of God and bring out proper edification, Lord willing. So let's go to Proverbs chapter 4 and 7. It says, wisdom is the principal thing. Therefore get wisdom, and with all thy getting, get understanding. So understand that everything is spiritual. Literally. You have spirits and different angels that operate behind the scenes. Although you may not see them or you can't feel them or hear them, there's angels that surround you. There may be angels surrounding you and your family. You understand? You may have demons surrounding you. You understand? There's chariots up in the skies, up in the heavens that roam the earth. There's angels giving account on the righteous things you do and the evil things you do. So there's all types of spirits and principalities going to and fro through the earth. It tells you in Revelation 7 that there's angels holding back the destruction. They have a decree to let the destruction take place on the earth. You understand? There's an angel that's going to give the order to Yahweh Shai to thrust in his sickle to come reap havoc on the earth. So there's all types of angels around, and there's angels in the heavens that perform the will of the Most High Yahweh. These are his messengers, and we're going to get into it. So that's getting the understanding that everything is spiritual. So let's go into the book of Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 1 and 13. It says, but to which of the angels said he at any time, sit on my right hand until I make thine enemies thy footstool? So the Lord never told the angels not equal to Yahweh Shai. That's what it's saying. Are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation? So the Lord said, aren't all these angels, aren't they just ministering spirits? Meaning what? Aren't they just sent forth to perform the will of the Most High? They're sent to minister unto who? Unto everybody? No. They're sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation. So who are the people that have the guardian angels around them? Who are the people that have these righteous spirits around them? Are they Edomites? Are they Moabites? Hamites? No. Because these people are promised salvation. These are the heirs of salvation. So the angels are only sent forth to the people unto whom salvation is promised. So who is salvation for? Let's find out. Jeremiah chapter... I don't like that one. Let's go to Isaiah. Isaiah chapter 46 and 13. It says, I bring near my righteousness, it shall not be far off, and my salvation shall not tarry. I will place salvation in Zion for Israel, my glory. So salvation is going to be for Israel. So when the angels are sent forth to the people who salvation pertains to, salvation only pertains to the Israelites. So we're the only ones that have the guardian angels and the chariots around us. We're really so-called supernatural beings. You understand? We have spirits, and these other nations, they just carnal, man. You have people worshiping rocks. You have other nations, they worship a man. You had ancient Egyptians that would worship the sun. But we're far more beyond that. We're spiritual. You understand? We are the sons of the Most High God. We have chariots and angels and spirits around us. You understand? And we're the one to whom salvation pertains to. Let's get another precept on that. Let's go to the book of Psalms chapter 14 and 7. Precept upon precept. Who is salvation for? Oh, that the salvation of Israel will come out of Zion. When the Lord bringeth back the captivity of his people, Jacob shall rejoice and Israel shall be glad. So the Psalm, David is saying that the salvation of Israel, David was praying for the behalf of his people. Like Romans 10, it says, my prayer and my heart's desire to God is that Israel may be saved. You understand? Because this whole book deals with the children of Israel from beginning to the end, from Genesis to Revelation, from the foundation of the world to the end of time. You understand? We are a world without end. So Hebrews, let's go back to Hebrews. Hebrews chapter 1 and 14. Are they not all ministering spirits sent forth to minister for them who shall be heirs of salvation? So the angels are ministers to the children of Israel. So let's get some examples throughout the scriptures on how the angels did minister and do minister to the children of Israel. Let's go to the book of Acts chapter 12 and verse 6. So these are spirits on the right-hand side that fulfill the will of the Lord. Acts chapter 12 and 6. And when Herod would have brought him forth the same night, Peter, Peter was the top apostle, was sleeping between two soldiers, bound with two chains, and the keepers before the door kept the prison. So Herod killed James, and around the Passover season, he locked up Peter. And behold, so this man Peter was locked up in prison. Verse 7, and behold, the angel of Yahweh came upon him, and a light shined in the prison, and he smote Peter on the side and raised him up, saying, arise up quickly, and his chains fell off from his hands. So the Peter was asleep, but remember, the angels are sent forth to minister to the people who are promised salvation. You understand? So Peter's one of those chosen vessels. So the Lord said, I can't have my man locked up in prison for doing the will of me, for teaching the gospel. You understand? It's not time for him to go out like this. Angel, go down there, wake that man up and bust him out of prison. Remember, in 1 Kings 22, there's a council that goes up there in the heavens between the Most High and his spirits on the right-hand side and on the left-hand side. When you read 1 Kings chapter 22, 19 down, you understand? And the Lord tells his angels that thou shalt go and thou shalt prevail also. So he told his angel to go bust Peter out of prison. So the angel came down, smacked Peter on his side, you understand? Get up. And he bust him out of prison. And the angel said unto him, gird thyself and bind thy sandals. He said, yo, get up, man, put your shoes on. And so he did. And he said unto him, cast thy garment about thee and follow me. He said, man, leave what you got over there and follow me. He went out and followed him, and wist not that it was true, which was done by the angel, but thought he saw a vision. So he thought he was in a trance, but he didn't know that this was really happening. When they were past the first and the second ward, they came unto the iron gate that leadeth unto the city, which opened to them of his own accord, and they went out and passed on through one street, and forthwith the angel departed from him. So the angel had a mission, man. That angel didn't bust him out of prison and say, whew, you want to go get a drink afterwards, man? You want to go relax? The angel had a mission to do, then the angel departed. He sent forth to minister to them, the heirs of salvation. That's just one example. Let's get some more examples. Let's go to the book of Psalms chapter 34 and 7. Psalm chapter 34, verse 7. It says, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them. O taste and see that the Lord is good. Blessed is the man that trusteth in him. So it says, the angel of the Lord encampeth round about them that fear him, and delivereth them. So the men and the women of the Lord that fear the Most High, that keep his commandments and that believe in him, and that fear his judgment and that wait for his salvation, the Lord has angels around these men and around these women. There are certain spirits out there from the heavens that guard the souls of the righteous. You understand? You may be driving, and then a car is coming towards the passenger seat at 60 miles an hour, and then it just veer out and turn the other way. Like, damn, that was close. Well, that's the angel of the Lord protecting you. You don't know if the angel pushed that car outside of the way. You understand? You don't know what happened. Or you driving on an icy road, and then your car doing 180 spins and 360 spins, and it's spinning and spinning, and you about to fall off a damn bridge, but suddenly your brakes just lock and you stop. You're like, damn. People say that's a miracle. But damn, what happened? That was miraculous. What a strange phenomenon or coincidence. No, that's the angel of the Lord encampeth round about you and is delivering you. When all hell is about to break loose on the earth, and when the time of Jacob's trouble comes to pass, the Lord will have his angels around the souls of the righteous. And it tells you that in the book of Psalms 91. Let me get there real quick. Psalms 91. And this is a heavy psalm. Psalms chapter 91, I believe. I'm going to start at 6. Nor the pestilence that... I'm going to start at... this whole thing is good. I don't have time to go into the whole thing. I'm going to start at 5. Thou shalt not be afraid for the terror by night, nor for the arrow that flieth by day, nor for the pestilence that walketh in darkness, nor for the destruction that wasteth at noonday. So when there's a famine, when the economy collapses, when there's wars going on in different parts of the earth, all hell is going to be breaking loose. But you're not going to be afraid of that. The Lord said, 1,000 shall fall at thy side, and 10,000 at thy right hand, but it shall not come nigh thee. So many people are going to be getting drafted. You have thousands of people dying from starvation, thousands of people dying from martial law. When we get beamed up in these chariots, Lord willing, you're going to see literally thousands of people dying when these missiles hit. It says, only with thine eyes shalt thou behold and see the reward of the wicked. Because when you beamed up in that chariot, you're going to see all of the destruction, and you're going to see the reward of the wicked. You're going to see the judgment on Esau, Babylon, and these strange nations. Verse 9. And it tells you why. Because thou hast made Yahweh, which is my refuge. That's what David said, which is my refuge. Even the Most High, thy habitation. Which means what? You were repentant, you kept the commandments, and you made this word your sanctuary. You were embedded and you studied and you prayed to the Lord. You understand? You made his whole word your salvation, your habitation. And the Lord said, because of that, there shall no evil befall thee, neither shall any plague come nigh thy dwelling. Here go the point. For he shall give his angels charge over thee to keep thee in all thy ways. The Lord said, since that man is righteous, I'm going to send my righteous angels down there to deliver that man. It says the angels are sent forth to minister to them who are the heirs of salvation. They shall bear thee up in their hands, lest thou dash thy foot against a stone. Meaning what? Before all destruction came place, the Lord is going to send his angels to come in that chariot and deliver you up. He's going to bear thee up in their, not your literal hands. The angel's not going to pick up, bear hug you, and fly you up. You're going to get beamed up, slag you. You're going to get beamed up in that chariot before all destruction take place. Thou shalt tread upon the lion and the adder, the young lion and the dragon shalt thou trample underfoot. You understand? So that's going into how the angels are protecting the souls of the righteous. Let's go to the book of John, chapter, John chapter 5 and 4. 5 and 2. Let's get more examples. It says, now there was at Jerusalem by the sheep market a pool, which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda. What the hell? Bethesda, damn. Slacky. Which is called in the Hebrew tongue Bethesda, having 5 porches. And these lay a great multitude of impotent folk, of blind, halt, withered, waiting for the moving of the water. So all types of people with infirmities and diseases, and they are handicapped and beat up and blind and halt. They're waiting for this water. That's what they're waiting for. And they're waiting for the moving of the water. For an angel went down at a certain season into the pool and troubled the water. Whosoever then first, after the troubling of the water, stepped in, was made whole of whatsoever disease he had. So this angel will come down at a certain time. The Lord had during a certain season of the year, he sent an angel down there to stir up the waters. You understand? To put a certain spirit in the water. So if you were the first one to touch the water, you were healed of any infirmity and disease. You understand? People wish that the Lord had that now. People up there going, you got to get all of these prescription pills and go to your witchcraft doctor, you understand? And take your Monday pill, your Tuesday pill, take your supplements and your vitamins, you understand? And get your blood drawn for you, they harvesting your organs. But back then, the Lord had mercy on us, man. He had a whole body of water there. So an angel come down and you could just go in there first and touch the water. You understand? So people were waiting there when that angel would come down. And they knew that time period that happened every year. The angel came down and touched the water. So if you touched it first, you were instantly healed. That's another point, how these angels are sent forth to minister for us, for the children of Israel. The Lord didn't have a body of water over there in China or England, you understand, or Japan for the other nations. No, he had that for us. These are gifts and promises and blessings and privileges that only the children of Israel have. We are the Lord's chosen people. We are the sons of the Most High God. Let's go to Revelation 14 and 18. Let's give you another example of what the angels do. Revelation 14 and 18. And another angel came out of the altar, which had power over fire. So this angel had power over fire. It don't tell you, how much power he had, but it tells you this angel had power over fire, man. And cried with a loud cry. And that's how these Greek mythologies start. Well, this God, he's the goddess of, she's the goddess of wisdom. Or this God, he's the God of lightning. Or they had Prometheus. They said Prometheus, I believe, was the god of fire. You understand? They had these different gods and goddesses that were in charge of certain elements. Or this god was in charge of the water, Neptune. Or this god was in charge of the sun, Apollo. You understand? They got that from the scriptures, man. You had in Revelation, you had the angel that had power over the waters. We just read in John, the angel could turn the waters into healing waters. And in Revelation 14, it tells you that the angels have power over certain things. There's an angel that has power over fire. In Revelation 6, there was an angel in charge of putting the Israelites into captivity. And it was told unto that angel, see thou hurt not the oil and the wine. So there's angels that have different duties. Just like if you got an office, you got the CEO, you understand, you got the CFO, and you got your regular workers. You got the people working at the cubicles. You have you may have workers that's in charge of doing a tax report, or workers that's in charge of doing the finances, or you may have workers that's in charge of taking out the trash or washing the windows when the office closed down. Likewise with these angels, they all have their respective duty. And another angel came out from the altar, which had power over fire, and cried with a loud cry to him that had the sharp sickle, saying, thrust in thy sharp sickle, and gather the clusters of the vine of the earth, for her grapes are fully ripe. So the Lord sent this angel to tell another angel to go cause destruction and to deliver the children of Israel. All right, so, these angels do their own different thing. Let's go to 2 Kings chapter 16 and 15. So everything is spiritual, man. 2 Kings chapter 16 and 15. Oh, that's not what I want. 16 and maybe it's 5. Oh, man, where is it? Salakia, 2 Kings. Oh, 6. Salakia, 2 Kings chapter 6. With Elisha and his servant. All right. Here it is. 2 Kings 6 and 14. Therefore sent he thither horses and chariots and a great host. And they came by night and compassed the city about. So this general sent the whole army to capture the prophets. And he compassed the whole city with a great army. And when the servant of the man of God was risen early and going forth, behold, an host compassed the city, both with horses and chariots. And his servant said unto him, alas, my master, what shall we do? So this man woke up in the morning and said, oh, damn, what are we going to do? We about to get destroyed. They're about to take the whole city. Heart probably beating fast, about to have a damn heart attack. He looked to his master, Elisha, he said, what are we going to do? And he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they which be with them. Let me read that again. And he answered, fear not, for they that be with us are more than they that be with them. What did he mean when he said that? He was talking about them spirits and those angels and the chariots that were around them. Elisha had the spiritual power to know that. He knew that, man, we got angels around us. We're not worried about your little archers and your infantry and your swords and your shields. You understand? We got the chariots and the spirits and the angels of the Most High God surrounding us. And Elisha prayed and said, Lord, I pray thee, open his eyes that he may see. And the Lord opened the eyes of the young man, and he saw. And behold, the mountains were full of horses and chariots of fire round about Elisha. Meaning what? Elisha could see these chariots and these angels around him. The Lord, your eyes could literally be open, but they're not open to the spiritual aspect of things. When you read about Yahushua healing a blind man in Mark the 8th chapter, he healed the blind man, and he asked him, could he see? He said, I see men as trees walking. He saw the spiritual aspect. He saw that men were referred to as trees. He actually saw that. He saw men as trees walking. But then he tapped into his spirit again, and then he could see clearly and see normal men walking. So this man of God, he could see the mountains and see the army approaching and see the different horsemen. But Elisha prayed that the Lord open his spiritual eye, so he's able to see the chariots and the angels of these different things. Right now, as mortal men, you don't have your spiritual eye open. You can't see the angels around you. You understand? You barely see chariots when you walk in at night. You understand? Or during the daytime. Because the Lord has not opened the mind of the Israelite man to see the spiritual aspect of all things. All right, so that's what happened to this man. He saw the chariots and the angels around him because they're protecting the souls of the righteous. Verse 18, and when they came down to him, Elisha prayed unto the Lord and said, smite this people, I pray thee, with blindness. And he smote them with blindness according to the word of Elisha. So Elisha blinded them people. That's that spiritual power that we had, man. He had the power to blind that man. He had Elisha's, I believe he parted the bodies of water too. Moses caused plagues to come down from heaven. Elisha called fire down from heaven. Samson killed over 1,000 men with a jawbone of an ass. You understand? This is spiritual power. Esau got his superheroes, his Batman, his X-Men, his Superman, his Avengers. He got that from the scriptures. All that spiritual power that we had because we're a spiritual people. You understand? We come from the heavens. All right, from there, let's go to Judges chapter 13 and 15. The book of Judges chapter 13 and 15. This is the birth of Samson, and the angel came down to tell his parents about the birth of Samson. Judges 13 and 15. And Manoah, who was the father of Samson, said unto the angel of the Lord. So they're encountering this angel. But he came down as a mortal man. I pray thee, let us detain thee until we shall have made ready a kid for thee. He said, just chill out so we can make food for you. And the angel of the Lord said unto Manoah, though thou detain me, I will not eat of thy bread. And if thou wilt offer a burnt offering, thou must offer it unto the Lord. For Manoah knew not that he was an angel of the Lord. So he said, if you're going to offer burnt offering and praise anybody, you better praise the Most High. You better praise my Father. Because the angels are the sons of God too. And their Father is the Most High. You know, you can't worship no angels. It says, and Manoah said unto the angel of the Lord, what is thy name? He asked his angel, what is thy name? That when thy sayings come to pass, we may do thee honor. And he says, and the angel of the Lord said unto him, why askest thou, listen to this, why askest thou thus after my name, seeing it is secret? Meaning what? You're not going to find out the angel's name. You don't have a nickname. You understand? The angel's name not going to be Azariah. His name not going to be John or Phil or Timothy. You understand? Or Paul. The angels' names are secret. Who's the only one that knows the names of the angels? Yahushua and the Most High. You understand? They know the names of the angels and the other spirits on the left-hand side and on the right-hand side. But if you try to ask an angel what is his name, he's going to tell you. He's not going to give you his name. You understand? I used to do that when I found this out. I would meet people and I'm like, damn, is that an angel? Because in the book of Hebrews, I'm going to go back to Judges, but in the book of Hebrews, the 13th chapter, you would meet people and you'd be like, well, damn, that could be an angel. Because it tells you in Hebrews 13 and 1, let brotherly love continue. Be not forgetful to entertain strangers, which are, fellow Israelites, random people. For thereby some have entertained angels unawares. So sometimes you may be talking to a mortal man, you understand, but it may really be an angel. So I would ask these men, I'd be like, well, what's your name? And if they gave me their name, I'd be like, well, that's not an angel. Because the angels will not tell you their name. You understand? So let's go back to Judges 13. Judges 13 and 15. Gotta stay spiritual. It says, well, let me start at 18. And the angel of the Lord said unto him, why askest thou thus after my name, seeing it is secret? And there's another account too in the book of Genesis, where Jacob wrestled with the angel of the Lord. And he asked the angel his name. It says, and he said, thy name shall be no more Jacob. Slakia. And he said, thy name shall be called no more Jacob, but Israel, for as a prince hast thou power with God and with men, and has prevailed. So Yasharallah, the Hebrew translation for Israel, it means Yah is he, Shar is prince, and Allah is power. If he is a prince of power, or he is a prince of God. So we're the princes of God. We're the sons of God. Because what is a prince? A prince is the son of a king. The Lord is the king. So we're the princes of the king. We're the sons of God. You understand? And Jacob asked him and said, tell me, I pray thee, thy name. Jacob said, what is your name? And he said, listen to what the angel said. Wherefore is it that thou dost ask after my name? And he blessed him. So why didn't the angel tell him his name? Because the names of the angels are secret. You can't know them. That's just what the Lord said. Ain't no rhyme or reason to it. All right. So from there, let's go back to the book of Judges. Judges chapter 13, and we're going to go right back to 15. So if you ever, you talk to somebody trying to find out if it's an angel, angel's going to not tell you their name. I actually met this person, and they literally said their name was secret. You understand? So it could have been an angel, but you really never know. It says, let me go back to 18 one more time. And the angel of the Lord said unto him, why askest thou thus after my name, seeing it is secret? Meaning only Yahweh Bashem Yahushai know these spirits that he made. He know the righteous, and he know their names. So Manoah took a kid with the meat offering and offered it upon a rock unto the Lord. So he didn't offer it unto the angel, he offered it unto the Lord. And the angel did wondrously, and Manoah and his wife looked on. So this angel was going into some type of spiritual thing he was doing. For it came to pass, when the flame went up toward heaven from the altar, that the angel of the Lord ascended in the flame of the altar. And Manoah and his wife looked on and fell on their faces to the ground. But the angel of the Lord did no more appear to Manoah and to his wife. Then Manoah knew that he was an angel of the Lord. So he came down as a mortal man, talking to him, looked like a man, had a man's clothing on, had a beard, Lord willing. Or more than likely had a beard, he an angel. Had the woolly hair, you understand, had the garment on, probably had a staff in his hand. And they thought it was a mortal man. But when this man jumped into this fire and flew up to the third heaven, they said, damn, that was an angel. Let you try to jump into a flame, man, and try to ascend up to heaven. You gonna get burnt up, man. But this angel had that spiritual power. All right, from there, let's go to Daniel chapter 10 and 8. Daniel chapter 10, verse 8. It says, actually, I'm going to start at 5. It says, then I lifted up mine eyes and looked, and behold, a certain man clothed in linen, whose loins were girded with fine gold of Uphaz. So if you were simple, you said, well, Daniel lifted up his eyes, he saw a regular man with a golden girdle on. You're going to find out that this man is Yahushua. But he came down in the presence of an angel. You understand? His body also was like the beryl, and his face as the appearance of lightning. Meaning Christ, when he came down, he had a green garment on, and he had a powerful countenance. And his eyes as lamps of fire, and his arms and his feet like in color to polished brass, and the voice of his words like the voice of a multitude. So this fits the description in Revelation, the 1st chapter, 1 and 14. This lets you know that it is Yahushua, an account of him written in the Old Testament. And I, Daniel, alone saw the vision, for the men that were with me saw not the vision, but a great quaking fell upon them, so that they fled to hide themselves. So the Lord didn't want them other men to see the vision. He only wanted Daniel to see it. So he put Daniel in a trance. Therefore I was left alone, and I saw this great vision, and there remained no strength in me, for my comeliness was turned into corruption, and I retained no strength. Meaning this man was petrified. He was fasting. He was hungry. He's seeing all of these wild visions. So his handsomeness, or his health that he had, his visage was turned into something more corruptible. You understand? Yet heard I the voice of his words. And when I heard the voice of his words, then was I in a deep sleep on my face, and my face toward the ground. So Daniel heard the words of that angel, the words of a multitude, and he passed out. He fainted. And behold, an hand touched me, which set me upon my knees and upon the palms of my hand. So Yahushua came and touched him. And then Daniel got up from his face flat on the ground. So he got up with his hands on his knees on the ground. And he said unto me, O Daniel, a man greatly beloved. So Daniel is a special man. He's a man greatly beloved. When you read Daniel 12, he's the only man that's promised, that's actually given his judgment already. His judgment that he's going to be delivered. He's part of the elect. He's a man of greatly beloved. Understand the words that I speak unto thee, and stand upright, for unto thee am I now sent. And when he has spoken this word unto me, I stood trembling. Then said he unto me, fear not. So Daniel didn't look at this angel and say, oh, this is a little white baby. Oh, I'm going to pat his head. He said when he saw this angel, he was terrified, man. He was petrified. Literally, he stood trembling while this angel is shaking. Angel is talking to him, man. He was shaking while this angel is speaking. Talking about Yahushua. For from the first day that thou didst set thine heart to understand and to chasten thyself before thy God, thy words were heard, and I am come for thy words. So in the second verse, Daniel began to chasten himself. He began to fast. He fasted on the first day, but it ended up turning to 21 days because he didn't get his prayers heard. You understand? And he thought that something was wrong on the first day, so he continued to pray and fast for 21 days. That's what it says, in those days, I, Daniel, was mourning 3-4 weeks. I ate no pleasant bread, neither came flesh nor wine in my mouth, neither did I anoint myself at all till 3 whole weeks were fulfilled. Right? So he went to go fast for a day, but his prayers wasn't heard. So let's go back to Daniel 10 and 12. Then he said unto me, fear not, Daniel, for from the first day, so that first day that Daniel began to fast, that thou didst set thine heart to understand and to chasten thyself before thy God, thy words were heard, and I am come for thy words. So this angel was given an order to go answer Daniel's prayer on the very first day that he began to pray and to fast, because he was a man greatly beloved. All right, but something happened in which this angel couldn't come down, in which Yahushua couldn't come down and answer the prayer of Daniel. There was something going on. Verse 13. But the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 21 days. But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, and I remained there with the kings of Persia. Meaning what? This angel was given an order to answer Daniel's prayer on the first day. But for 20 days, there was a spiritual force blocking Yahushua, blocking this angel from answering the prayer of Daniel. So Yahushua had to go back to the right-hand side, and the Lord sent Michael down there to help Yahushua to come over this spiritual force that was blocking the prayer. You understand? That was blocking him from entering into the mind of Daniel to answer his prayer. So this is showing you the spiritual aspect of things. You may be praying for certain things and you wondering why your prayer isn't being heard. The angel may be trying to answer your prayer, but the Lord put a spiritual blockade up there. Whether it's a strong demon, whether it's a satanic force, you understand? Because that's what it was during this time. You had the Prince of Persia. There were different spiritual rulerships over different kingdoms. So the Prince of Persia, the spiritual entity or the satanic force that had governance over this the kingdom of Persia, was blocking this angel from answering the prayer of Daniel. So this angel couldn't come by himself. He had to get Michael, the chief prince, one of the top archangels. So you have Michael, Gabriel, Uriel, and Raphael. Those are your top angels on the right-hand side. Just like if you got a business, again, you got your CEO, your CFO, you understand? Your different leaders of your business. Likewise with these angels. All right. It says, but the prince of the kingdom of Persia withstood me 21 days, meaning he was combative against this spirit for 21 days. But lo, Michael, one of the chief princes, came to help me, and I remained there with the kings of Persia. It says, now I am come to make thee understand what shall befall thy people in the latter days, for yet the vision is for many days. So Michael came to help him get over that spiritual force. Now his prayers are able to be heard. And when he had spoken such words unto me, I set my face toward the ground, and I became dumb, meaning he couldn't speak. Or, what is it, dumb? You couldn't speak. Or, I believe he couldn't hear. He became dumb. And behold, one like the similitude of the sons of men touched my lips. So here came another angel that came down from the heavens and touched Daniel's lips, because Daniel couldn't speak. So the Lord said, damn, it's up there in the heavens. The Most High is like, it's a wild scene going on, man. I sent the angel down there, but I had another force up there. So Yahushua came, and then Michael had to help him overcome this spiritual force. Now Daniel passed out. Angel, go down there and touch his lips. Sent another angel down there. It says, and behold, one like the similitude of the sons of men touched my lips. Then I opened my mouth and spake and said unto him that stood before me, O my Lord, by the vision, my sorrows are turned upon me, and I have retained no strength. For how can the servant of this, my Lord, talk with this, my Lord? He said, I'm just a mortal man. I'm just Daniel. How am I able to talk with an angel? Who, you understand? I'm not worthy for that. For as for me, straightway there remained no strength in me, neither is there breath left in me. You understand? It says, then there came again and touched me one like the appearance of a man, and he strengthened me. Then another angel came down and to strengthen Daniel. So this man Daniel is a special man, and Daniel's back on the earth right now, pursuant to reincarnation. So we don't know who Daniel is, but Daniel is a man greatly beloved. He had all of these angels came to help him out and to minister unto him. Yahushua came. Michael came to help Yahushua. One angel came to help him speak. Another angel came to strengthen him and said, "Oh man, greatly beloved, fear not. Peace be unto thee." This angel said, "Shalom," man. He said, "Shalom. Be strong. Yea, be strong." And when he had spoken unto me, I was strengthened and said, "Let my Lord speak, for thou hast strengthened me." So, this is a heavy scene. You got to picture this. Then said he, "Knowest thou wherefore I come unto thee?" He said, "Do you know why I came unto you?" It says, now will I return to fight with the prince of Persia. And when I'm going forth, lo, the prince of Grecia shall come. He said, I came to fight against this spiritual force that's ruling over the kingdom of the Persians. And after that spiritual force is taken out, the Greeks have to come into power. Pursuant to Daniel the 2nd chapter and Daniel the 7th chapter. After the Persians and the Medes, the Greeks came into power. But there's a spiritual force that runs and that governs these different kingdoms. Like over here in America, they have a spiritual force that's governed in America. You understand? There's a prince of these different kingdoms. It tells you that Satan is known as that prince. Let's go to Ephesians. Where is that written? Ephesians chapter 2 and 2, I believe. Satan has a name. It said, let me start at 1. And you hath he quickened, who are dead in trespasses and sins, wherein in time past ye walked according to the course of this world, according to the prince of the power of the air, that's the spirit that now worketh in the children of disobedience. So the prince of the power of the air is a spirit, which is Satan. He's known as that certain prince, the prince of darkness. But he's also the prince over these different kingdoms. He was the prince over Babylon. There was a prince over the Persians and the Medes. And after that prince of the Persians was taken out, Yahushua and them angels said, okay, now the prince of Grecia is coming. So the Greeks are coming into power. All right. Let's go to John. There's another account written in John. So we're getting into the spiritual aspect of things. John chapter 14 and 30. During the Roman Empire. All right. Hereafter I will not talk much with you, for the prince of this world cometh and hath nothing in me. So there's another satanic force that was coming. You understand? That Roman Empire was just coming into power. During the time of Yahushua, that's the early stages of the Roman Empire. But Yahushua knew, and he was able to see these satanic forces coming and the different kingdoms coming into power. Because in Daniel the 2nd chapter, he knew that he was that rock that came to destroy that statue that had the Babylonians, the Persians, and the Medes, the Greeks, and the Romans. So he knew that another prince of darkness was coming, another prince of the power of the air, another satanic force that will have governance over the earth. It had nothing in Yahushua. Because Satan is darkness and Yahushua is light. It tells you that in 2 Corinthians. It says, and what hath Christ with Belial? So these are the spiritual forces that govern these different principalities and powers. All right. So, but we showed you how them angels were sent forth to minister unto Daniel. So that's heavy. Let's go to Matthew chapter 4 and 11. Matthew chapter 4 and verse 11. All right. It says, let me start at 10. Then, I'm starting at 10. So this one, Satan came to tempt Yahushua while he was fasting 40 days and 40 nights in the wilderness. Then saith Yahushua unto him, get thee hence, Satan, for it is written, thou shalt worship the Lord thy God, and him only shalt thou serve. So this is Satan came down literally and trying to tempt Yahushua. You understand? Try to get him to commit suicide. Tried to get him to turn stones into bread. Tried to get him to worship and bow him. But Yahushua's cutting him with the word, because he is the word. Then the devil leaveth him. The devil said, I can't tempt this, man. You understand? And think about it. The Most High Yahweh sent Satan down there to tempt his son, man. Yahushua is in control and authority over all of these spirits. Understand that. Then the devil leaveth him, and behold, angels came and ministered unto him. So likewise with Daniel, them angels came to minister unto Daniel. The Lord, the Most High, the Father, sent angels down there to minister unto Yahushua. It don't tell you what these angels came to did to him, but they came to minister unto him. Because he just came through a tough battle. He been fasting. You understand? Now he dealing with Satan. So the angels came down to help him and to strengthen him and then to minister unto him. Because Yahushua has promised salvation just like his other brothers, man. Understand that. So from there, let's go to Tobit chapter, let's go to Revelation 19 and 12. Revelation chapter 19 and 12. Let's get more about these righteous angels. It says, this is talking about Yahushua. His eyes were as a flame of fire, and on his head were many crowns, and he had a name written that no man knew but he himself. It says, and he was clothed with a vesture dipped in blood, and his name is called the Word of God. So these are titles given unto him. It just said he had a name written, but no man knew but he himself. Next verse, it tells you his name is called the Word of God. So there are titles given unto the Messiah. And the armies which were in heaven followed upon him. Slaki. And the armies which were in heaven followed him upon white horses, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. So Yahushua had armies that follow him. These are righteous angels, but they're known as they're on white horses, which means they're on chariots. They're coming in righteous power. You understand? These are the vehicles of the Most High. So the angels don't drive cars and Benz and, paddy wagons. The angels drive chariots, and these chariots are gold and silver. These are your so-called UFOs. These are what the righteous angel go to and fro in. And chariots. There's ancient sightings of chariots all the way back from the time of Egypt. During the time of the Roman Empire, before 70 AD, there were chariots going to and fro. And in the time of Maccabees, it tells you that there were chariots going, arrayed in gold, going to different battle formations. In the book of, I believe the 2nd Maccabees 5. So the Lord has angels, but angels are in his army, because the Lord is the Lord of hosts. Throughout the scriptures, you will constantly read, oh, the Lord of hosts, the Lord of hosts. But people don't even know what that means. When it says the Lord of hosts, that's talking about the Lord of armies. You understand? Let me get that real quick. Slocky, bear with me. Let's go to the Hebrew and break down. Let's go to that real quick. When it says the Lord of hosts. Oh, the internet want to go slow. You got to bear with me. Here got Satan trying to disrupt the word. So you got to get the understanding of what you're actually reading. Don't just think Lord of hosts is, oh, he's the host. He's hosting a party. He's he's hosting a dinner in a movie. No, man. He's the host of an army. I mean, the host is his army. Slakia. Let's go to this. 1 Samuel 1 and 3. Let's see what the word host means. 1 Samuel 1 and 3. The word is sawah. Sawah. All right, that's what it means in the Hebrew. And it says host, war, army. You understand? That which goeth forth, army, war, warfare, or host. An army, host of an organized army, a host of angels. So the Lord is the Lord of hosts, man. That's why he had armies that followed him in heaven. That's what this verse says in 1 Samuel 1 and 3. And this man went up out into the city yearly to worship and to sacrifice unto the Lord of hosts in Shiloh. So he's the Lord of armies. So in Revelation 19, it said that there were armies that followed him in heaven. These were righteous angels that are coming to deliver the children of Israel. All right, let's get that one more time. 14. And the armies which are in heaven follow him upon white horses. They're in chariots, clothed in fine linen, white and clean. All right, so these are righteous angels sent forth to minister to us, the heirs of salvation. All right, from there, let's go to Tobit 12 and 15. Let's go to the Apocrypha. I got the Apocrypha on this website I go to. Tobit chapter 12 and 15. So now you're learning about angels and principalities and powers. You understand? Let's go back to the Apocrypha, chapter 12 and 15. We're going to show you something real quick about these angels. All right, like I said, there's angels that have different offices. Angels are in charge of doing certain things. Let's see what this angel, Raphael. Verse 15. It says, I am Raphael. So we in Tobit chapter 12 and 15. I am Raphael, one of the 7 holy angels, which present the prayers of the saints, and which go in and out before the glory of the Holy One. Then they were both troubled and fell upon their faces, for they feared. So what? This angel is one of these 7 holy angels that present the prayers of the saints. So when you praying, man, your prayer is not in vain. The angels hear your prayers and they give an account of what your prayers are before the Lord. It says the prayers of the saints, not the prayers of everybody. Who are the saints? The children of Israel. When you read Psalms chapter 148 and 14 and Psalms 50 and 5, the saints are the ones that made a covenant with the Lord by sacrifice. The saints are the Lord's people. So these angels present the prayers of all of the children of Israel from the 4 corners of the earth, if you keep the commandments and believe in Yahushua. All right, and here go another point. So when Tobit and Tobias heard that he was an angel, they were scared. Verse 17, but he said unto them, fear not, for it shall go well with you. Praise God therefore. For not of any favor of mine, but by the will of our God I came, meaning the Lord sent me down to fulfill a certain will, to go on that mission and to get Sarah for Tobias and to heal Tobit's blindness. All these days did I did appear unto you, but I did neither eat nor drink, but ye did see a vision. So Tobias and the angel actually, they sat down and they ate food. But according to the eyes and the mind of Tobias, he really thought that the angel was eating food. The Lord put a trance on Tobias. You understand? So what he thought was the angel eating bread and food, it was actually a vision. Because the angels can't come down and eat actual human food. They have a spiritual body. You understand? They have a celestial body. In the account of Genesis, let's go to Genesis 18 real quick. Genesis chapter 18, when Abraham entertained Yahushua and those 2 angels, it says that they did, he provided them with food, I believe. But they really weren't eating that because they don't eat food. Here it is, yep. Spirit got me right to it. Genesis 18 and 7. So this is when Yahushua and 2 angels came to Abraham to tell him that he's going to have a son. And he told him his son was going to be himself, if you got ears to hear. And Abraham ran into the herd and fetched a calf tender and good and gave it unto the young man, and he hasted to dress it. And he took butter and milk and the calf which he had dressed and set it before them, and he stood by them under the tree, and they did eat. So they actually didn't eat. Abraham must have saw them eating down and getting, drinking the water and drinking the milk and eating the bread, but they actually weren't eating, man. It was a trance. Abraham was deceived. You understand? So, the angels have different things that they do. They don't go to the bathroom. They don't get sick. You understand? They don't go on smoke breaks. They fulfill the will of the Most High. And they can put you in a trance. Like we've been reading throughout these scriptures. Let's go to Joshua 5 and 13. Joshua chapter 5 and 13. To touch back on the Lord's army and his host. And it came to pass, when Joshua was by Jericho, that he lifted up his eyes and looked, and behold, there stood a man over against him with his sword drawn in his hand. And Joshua went unto him and said unto him, art thou for us or for our adversaries? So Joshua said, would you with us or you against us? And he said, nay. He said, nah, man. But as captain of the host of the Lord am I now come. So he's the captain of the Most High's army. Who is this talking about? Let's find out. And Joshua fell on his face to the earth and did worship and said unto him, what saith my Lord unto his servant? He said, what do you have to say unto me? And the captain of the Lord's host said unto Joshua, loose thy shoe from off thy foot, for the place whereon thou standest is holy. And Joshua did so. So this is Joshua talking to Yahushua. Yahushua, he's the captain of the Lord's host. Because when you bow down to the angels tell you to get up. We just read that in Judges. When they wanted to praise the angel, he said, you got to offer it unto the Lord. In Revelation 19, when John went to bow down before the angel's feet, the angel said, "See thou do it not." So why would this angel allow Joshua to bow down unto him if he's just a regular angel? If this is Michael, this is talking about Yahushua. And if you have understanding, he said, "What? Loose thy shoe from off thy foot." This is the same thing that was told unto Moses at the burning bush, because Yahushua was talking to Moses at that burning bush. And he told Moses the same thing. Same thing he told Joshua. He's the captain of the host of the Lord. So this is Yahushua coming down from the third heaven again. Yahushua came as Melchizedek. He came down as the captain of the host of the Lord. He came down as Isaac. He came as Solomon. He came as Zerubbabel. He came as Eliakim. He came as he came as himself, and he came as Adam. So Yahushua has many accounts in which he comes on the earth, and I believe there's a few more. So right now he came from the third heaven as a full-grown man, as a captain of the host of the Lord with a sword in his hand. For by firing by his sword would the Lord plead with all flesh. All right. So let's go to I want to go to Revelation 8:3. In Tobit it said that Raphael present the prayers of the saints. So this is Revelation 8:3. It says, "And another angel came and stood at the altar, having a golden censer, and there was given unto him much incense." So this literally happened. They had, incense in the heavens, that he should offer it with the prayers of all saints upon the golden altar which is before the throne. And the smoke of the incense which came with the prayers of the saints ascended up before God out of the angel's hand. So this angel had authority. When all of the prayers got sent up to the Lord, this angel kept them. You understand? So this is showing you what goes on up there in the heavens. There's angels that present the prayers of the saints, and there was an angel that had all of the prayers of the saints upon the golden altar. So the Lord could hear all of the prayers of the saints and answer their prayers accordingly. All right. So from there, let's go to 2 Chronicles 15:9. So we're just showing you the different aspects of the righteous angels and the principalities and the powers. 2 Chronicles 16:9. For the eyes of Yahweh run to and fro throughout the whole earth. The eyes of the Lord aren't his actual eyes. It's talking about the angels, man. For the eyes of the Lord run to and fro throughout the whole earth to show himself strong in behalf of them whose heart is perfect toward him. Herein thou hast done foolishly. Therefore from henceforth thou shalt have wars. So the Lord told King Asa, he said, "I have angels going to and fro to show myself strong, to bless those, to preserve the saints of those whose mind is perfect toward me, to the people that really go out and do the work, to the people that really keep the commandments, to the people that really forsake their own life." You understand? To the people that follow me wherever I go. I'm going to show myself strong towards those people. I'm going to deliver those people. I'm going to spare them like the father spared his own son, like it tells you in Malachi. All right. So these are angels that go to and fro to give an account of what you do on the earth. You praying, you fasting. You understand? You got a humble spirit. The Lord knows that. He knows that because the angels are around and they give an account of the things that you do. Like the angels give an account of the prayers that you give. You understand? Or you have angels that give an account. They're sent down here to protect you. All right, let's go to Proverbs 15:3. Proverbs chapter 15:3. You're getting a lot of precepts. All right, Proverbs chapter 15:3. The eyes of Yahweh are in every place, beholding the evil and the good. So you have angels in Baltimore, angels in DC, angels in China, angels in Germany, angels in Australia, angels in the land of Ham. Wherever the children of Israel are, which were scattered around the earth, the Lord has angels in all of these places beholding the evil and the good. So when you get judged, when your spirit goes up there to the heavens, you're giving account of the judgment that were given unto you. You understand? The angels recorded everything that you did, both good and bad, and it was given up there to the Most High. Let's go to, I had another one. Oh, Amos. The book of Amos chapter 9 and 8. Amos 9 and 8. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, said the Lord. So the eyes of the Most High are upon America. They're that sinful kingdom. So in Revelation 18, it tells you that her sins have reached unto heaven. So the Lord has angels out there recording all of the sins that they did. You understand? Because there's angels out there doing it, recording the different things that they do. Here it is, Revelation 18:5. For her sins have reached unto heaven, talking about America, all her homosexuality, her oppression, her lies, her witchcraft, her idolatry. You understand? All of her sins have reached unto heaven because the eyes of the Lord are upon the sinful kingdom. The angels are watching things go to and fro through the earth. And they give an account to the Most High. And once them sins reach unto heaven, the Lord said, okay, cool, that's enough. Time to destroy America. For her sins have reached unto heaven, and God hath remembered her iniquities. So back in Amos 9:8, I'm going to read that again. Behold, the eyes of the Lord God are upon the sinful kingdom, and I will destroy it from off the face of the earth, saving that I will not utterly destroy the house of Jacob, saith the Lord. You understand? So the Lord has angels out there fulfilling his different will. All right, so this has just been a quick video. Actually, I'm going to go more into it, man. Let's go to Genesis 6. We're going to get nasty with it. Genesis chapter 6:1. Because I said we're going to touch into the sons of God. We're going to get right into it. Genesis chapter 6:1. And it came to pass, when men began to multiply on the face of the earth, that daughters were born unto them. All right, so you had a multitude of men and women on the earth. And the earth was classified into 3 different nations. You had the sons of God, which were the chosen seed line of Adam, which were Adam, Lamech, Jared, Methuselah, Canaan. You understand? Noah. These are the sons of God. Enoch. You understand? Seth. They're all known as the sons of God. All right. And men began to multiply on the earth, and daughters were born unto them, that the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. So many different doctrines. You have groups like GOCC or different Israelites, or even this is comes from Catholicism and these different figments of people's imagination and different components of mythology. Well, people say that angels actually came down and had sex with women. That sounds crazy as hell. The angels came down and had sex with women. No, that's not what it's talking about. It says the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. So first, it says they took them wives. How do you get a wife according to the scriptures? What constitutes you having a wife? Can you just say, well, this is my woman, and now that's my wife? Can you go up and grab a woman up and say, well, this is my wife now? No. Once you have sex with a woman, that's what causes her to be your wife. Angels cannot have sex with humans. They have 2 different types of makeup, 2 different types of bodies. And it tells you that let's get that in, first let's go to Exodus 22. Exodus 22:16 to show you that sex constitutes marriage. And if a man entice a maid that is not betrothed and lie with her, he shall surely endow her to be his wife. So if you lie with a woman, she becomes your wife. So in Genesis, it said they took them wives. It means that they lied with these women. They had sex with these women. And we're going to show you in the book of 1 Corinthians, the 15th chapter, that there are different types of bodies and that the angels cannot have sex with women. It's not in their spirit or their makeup to do that. Let's get that in 1 Corinthians 15:38. But God giveth it a body as it hath pleased him, and to every seed his own body. All flesh is not the same flesh, but there is one kind of flesh of men, another flesh of beasts, another of fishes, and another of birds. So man can't come from a monkey. Birds don't come from fishes. That cuts that Darwin lie, that evolution, man. It says, there are also celestial bodies. What are celestial bodies? Like when you see the word ceiling or celebrity, that means you come from the stars. You understand? It's up there in the heavens. So celestial bodies are angels. You understand? And demons. Those are celestial bodies. So there's one type of celestial body, their spirit and their makeup. They are flames of fire. That's what they are. When you read Psalms 104:4, those spirits are flames of fire. A human is not just a pure flame of fire. You have two different types of makeup. You have marrow and bones and cartilage, you understand? And blood and a heartbeat. It don't say the angels have that. To tell you the angels, let me get that real quick. Psalms 104 and 4. I brought this out in part 1. Psalms 104 and 4. It says, Psalms 104 and 4. Who maketh his angel spirits, his ministers, a flaming fire. So the angels are pure flaming fire. So the humans are not pure flaming fire. So if you have pure flaming fire trying to have sex with a woman, that's not going to be good. She'd damn near explode. All right, and burn up. 1 Corinthians 15 and 40. There are also celestial bodies and bodies terrestrial. Now, what are bodies terrestrial? That means you have earthly bodies. When you go to the root word of terrestrial, it comes from the Latin meaning earth. You understand? Or terra. The word terra means earth. Inside of the earth, you have carbon, magnesium, iron, copper, zinc. Those are the same elements that's in your body. Your body is composed of carbon and zinc and magnesium and these different metals because you have a terrestrial body. Your body is from the earth. An angel's body is not from the earth. An angel cannot have sex with a human. It says, there is one glory of the sun and another glory of the moon and another glory of the stars. For one star differeth from another star in glory. You understand? So there are different types of bodies. You have spiritual bodies and regular bodies. You don't have the same body as an angel. So also it's the resurrection of the dead. It is sown in corruption. It is raised in incorruption. Because right now you have a corruptible body. You sin, you get sick, you feel pain, you get depressed. That's a corruptible body. You understand? You go off, you think wicked thoughts, you have nightmares. But when you're given an incorruptible body, you're going to be made like unto the angels. You will not sin. You will not get sick. You understand? You will have a spiritual body. It is sown in dishonor. It is raised in glory. So right now your body is dishonorable, but you will be given a spiritual body, a glorious body. It is sown in weakness. It is raised in power. It is sown a natural body. It is raised a spiritual body. There is a natural body and there is a spiritual body. You understand? So you have a natural body. The angels have celestial bodies. You understand? So there's two different types of makeup. And you're going to be given a spiritual body, which is a quote unquote, for lack of a better terms, an extraterrestrial body. You understand? Which means you will live on the earth, but you will have the makeup of an angel. You're not going to be an angel. You're going to have an extraterrestrial body because the angels aren't going to rule on the earth. The angels will remain in the heavens and you will dwell on the earth. So you will have a spiritual body on the earth. And a new covenant will be placed in your mind, so you will not sin. All right, so that cuts when it says the angels came down and had sex with women. You have two different types of bodies. One's a flaming fire and one's a terrestrial body. All right, let's get another one. Let's go to Matthew 22 and 29. Matthew chapter 22 and 29. Another cut the lie and say the angels came down and had sex with men. Yahweh answered and said unto them, Ye do err, not knowing the scriptures or the power of God. For in the resurrection they neither marry, nor are given in marriage, but are as the angels of God in heaven. So the angels don't marry, you understand, nor are given in marriage. The angels don't have wedding feast and turnips for 2 weeks, and they sign the seal of a covenant like men do. No, the angels don't marry. The angels do not have sex. You understand? That's what it's talking about. So angels cannot have sex with a woman. I'm going to read that again. For in the resurrection, they neither marry nor are given in marriage, but are as the angels in heaven. So the angels in heaven don't have sex, man. Like I said, they don't have a fleshly desires. They don't desire to watch porn or desire to go to the strip club or desire to lust after a woman. All right, they're different types of makeup. So in Genesis 6, it said they all took them wives. We know an angel can't come down and take a wife, man. First of all, the angels don't rebel against the Lord. Let's get that in Psalms chapter 103 and 20. Psalms chapter 103 and 20. All right, because people say the angels disobeyed, Satan disobeyed the Lord and fought against him, and he took some angels with him. No, that's not in the scriptures. Psalm chapter 103 and 20. Bless the Lord, yea, his angels that excel in strength. So the angels are physically stronger, they're spiritual bodies. That do his commandments, hearkening into the voice of his word. Bless ye the Lord, all ye his host, ye ministers of his that do his pleasure. So the angels hearken into the voice of his word. They don't say, well, I don't feel like doing that. I'm gonna go smoke a cigarette. It's bathroom break, it's lunch break. No, the angels love doing the will of the Lord. And the angels cannot rebel. The Lord put it in their spirit to be messengers, man. They cannot rebel and do what they want to do and say, well, I'm gonna come down and have sex with a woman. The angel up there in the heavens, damn, that woman got a fat ass. I'm gonna go down and have sex with that woman. That's not in the scriptures, man. That's Greek mythology. That's how Zeus would come down and have sex with women. And then you have these demigods like Hercules and Perseus. And you'll be half God, half human. That's not in the scriptures, man. All right. Let's go to the Apocrypha. Let's get some more precepts to prove that the spirits and the angels do not transgress the word of the Lord. Let's go to Sirach chapter 16. And I believe we're going to go to verse 27. Sirach chapter 16 and 27. So we're going to cut down the lies. We're bringing out the truth about the angels, man. Sirach chapter 16 and 27. It says, he garnished his works forever. What are his works? The mountains, humans, angels, birds. These are the works of the Lord. He garnished his works forever, and his hand are the chief of them unto all generations. They neither labor nor are weary, nor cease from their works. So everything, the angels and everything that he has operated, they continue to do what they do from the foundation of the world. None of them hindereth another, and they shall never disobey his word. You see verse 28? None of them hinder another, and they shall never disobey his word. So the angels can never transgress the word of the Lord. You understand? The angels can't say, I'm going to come down and have sex with women and get me 2 wives and get me a nice house and get me a 2-door garage. I'm sick of living like an angel. I'm sick of being up there in the heavens. I want to be a man. No, that's not in the scriptures. All right, so that's a cut. So that was Sirach chapter 16 and 27 through 28. Let's go to Sirach 39. Let's get another cut. Then we're going to get into who the sons of God are and what it's talking about. Sirach chapter 39 and 28. There be spirits that are created for vengeance. So there are angels created for vengeance, which in their fury lay on sore strokes. In the time of destruction, they pour out their force and appease the wrath of him that made them. Fire and hell and famine and death, all these were created for vengeance. Teeth of wild beasts and scorpions, serpents, and the sword, punishing the wicked to destruction. So there are angels sent down on the earth to cause floods and cause famines and to cause all hell on the earth. Like I said, these are not little white baby angels. These are angels that sent forth. When people get attacked by a wild beast and the alligator, that's an angel that entered into that animal spirit to cause them to get attacked by that wild dog and beast. That's for vengeance. It says, they shall rejoice in his commandment, and they shall be ready upon earth when need is. And when their time is come, they shall not transgress his word. So when the Lord gives a decree for a death angel to put a man to death, or send an angel down to touch the waters and heal the waters, or send an angel down to deliver a man in the chariot, they cannot transgress his word. All right, so that's self-explanatory. Let's go back to Genesis 6. I know we're moving kind of fast because this is a long video. But Lord willing, you're getting edified. You understand? Like to mix the milk and the meat. All right, Genesis 6 and 2. That the sons of God saw the daughters of men, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. So we know we cut the lies. They can't come down and have sex with a woman, and they cannot rebel against the Lord. There was no such thing as fallen angels, and they came to decide and do what they wanted to do. That's not in the scriptures. When it says the sons of God in the Bible, you have to understand that the angels are referred to as sons of God, but not only the angels are. You have the children of Israel, the chosen seed line. They are referred to as the sons of God. And I'm going to show you that. Let's go to the book of Job, chapter 2 and 1. Let's get 2 accounts on which the angels are referred to as the sons of God. Job, chapter 2 and 1. And there was a day when the sons of God came to present themselves before Yahweh, And Satan came also among them to present himself before the Lord. So the angels came to give an account and to present themselves before the Most High. They're known as the sons of God. And Satan is a son of God too. You understand? He has a higher rank than these other regular sons of God. He came to present himself before the Lord too, because Satan can't do what he want to do. He's under the will of the Lord. Satan didn't come up to the heavens and start fighting the Lord and throwing blows and causing chaos. No, he came to present himself before the Lord too. You understand? Because he works for the Most High. So in this verse, you can understand, okay, yeah, the sons of God are referred to as the angels. Let's give another verse on where the angels are known as the sons of God. Daniel chapter 3, and we're going to go to verse 25. Daniel chapter 3 and 25. When the Lord delivered the 3 holy children. He answered and said, Lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt. The 3 men were Abednego, Shadrach, and Mishael, the 3 holy children. Those are the Babylonian names. They got thrown in the fire. He answered and said, Lo, I see 4 men loose, walking in the midst of the fire, and they have no hurt, and the form of the 4th is like the Son of God. So an angel came. This don't tell you if it was Yahushua or not, but an angel came down to deliver them from the midst of the fire. They're known as the sons of God. But the Israelites are known as the sons of God too. Let's prove that. So in Genesis 6, it's talking about the sons of God because men are able to have sex. You understand? They're able to take wives of which they choose. They're able to look at a woman and say, oh, she's beautiful. Oh, you understand? I love her figure. You know, she has beautiful hair. Damn, look at her eyes. Only men can say those things. You understand? Angels are up there in the heavens, man, doing the will of the Lord. They don't got time for that. And they can't do it even if they wanted to. All right, Hosea 1 and 10, to show you that the sons of God are referred to as the children of Israel or as the seed line of the chosen. Yet the number of the children of Israel shall be as the sands of the sea, which cannot be measured nor numbered. And it shall come to pass that in the place where it was said unto them, Ye are not my people, there it shall be said unto them, Ye are the sons of the living God. Is this talking about the angels? No, this is talking about the children of Israel. In a place where we were called niggas and spicks and red skinned people and Native Americans and black people, the Lord said in that same place, man, when you was looked down upon for a byword and for a reproach, you're going to be called the sons of God. Because we are the sons of God. You understand? So let's get more precepts to prove that we're known as the sons of God. Let's go to Philippians 2 and 15. Precept upon precept. That ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. So who is this letter written to? Well, it's written to the Israelites living in Philippi. Let's get that. Philippians 1 and 1. To show you that it's written to the Israelites. And he called these people the sons of God. Paul and Timothy, the servants of Yahushua, and to all the saints in Yahushua, which are at Philippi, with the bishops and deacons. He said this is written to all the saints at Philippi. Then he said in the 2nd chapter that he called them the sons of God. So the Israelites are the sons of God, the chosen seed line. They're known as the sons of God. Let's read that again. Philippians 2 and 15. You're going to get some understanding, man. That ye may be blameless and harmless, the sons of God, without rebuke in the midst of a crooked and perverse nation, among whom ye shine as lights in the world. So we as the sons of God, we have to be that light. We have to bring forth the truth and a proper wisdom in this wicked kingdom, man, and a land full of darkness. But we're known as the sons of God. Let's get more proof to show that the chosen seed line, the children of Israel, were known as the sons of God. 1 John chapter 3 and 1. Behold, what manner of love the Father hath bestowed upon us, that we should be called the sons of God. Therefore the world knoweth us not, because it knew him not. So the world don't know us. They think we crazy. They think you a black militant, because we're not of this world. We're spiritual beings sent down in this fleshly body. We're just like the angels, man. The angels are our brothers. And I'm going to show you that. We're literally just like the angels, except you can't see them, but you can see us. So the Lord called us the sons of God, man. Let's go to, we're just bringing out the precepts, man. Let's go to Luke chapter 3 and 38. Luke chapter 3 and 38. It says, which was the son of Enos, which was the son of Seth, which was the son of Adam, which was the son of God. So Adam was known as the sons of God. Abel was known as the son of God. There were no such thing as Israelites and Edomites and Moabites and Ishmaelites and Ammonites and people of Tyre and Zidon and Canaanites and Perizzites. Those terms were not given during the time of Genesis because nations were not formed until Genesis, the 10th chapter. So Seth didn't say, I'm an Israelite. You understand? He was known as a son of God. That was his nationality, for lack of a better terms. That's what he was identified as. Noah didn't say, I'm an Israelite. He was known as the son of God. Methuselah, Enoch, they were known as the sons of God. Abraham, you understand? After the sons of God had their identity switched. They were then known as Hebrews. Abraham wasn't known as the son of God. He was known as a Hebrew because you had a man named Iber. Let's get that in Genesis. I believe that's Genesis 10. Maybe I could type it in. But I believe it's Genesis 10. Genesis 10 and 21. Unto Shem also, the father of all the children of Eber, the brother of Japheth the elder, even to him were children born. So Shem was known as the son of God. You understand? But then this man Eber, that's where you get the word Hebrew from. So the descendants of Eber were known as Hebrews. Then you had a certain seed line of Hebrews who became the Israelites. So it went the sons of God. Then you were known as the Hebrews. Now we're known as the Israelites. You understand? Like Esau. Esau would be a Hebrew. You understand? Ishmael would be a Hebrew. They would be known as Hebrew Ishmaelites or Hebrew Edomites. But the chosen seed line are the Israelites, which are the sons of God. Understand? You got to get into the history and get nasty with the scriptures. All right, you got to know these things. All right, so we know that the sons of God are known as the Israelites now. That chosen seed line from Abraham to Isaac to Jacob, all the way from the time of Seth. They're the sons of God. All right, so let's go to Genesis 6 again. Genesis 6 and 2. That the sons of God saw the daughters of men. So the descendants of Seth, they saw the daughters of men, a chosen seed line of Adam, and they start sleeping with those women, man. You're not supposed to sleep with the other nations. That's a sin. Like Solomon went to, he had women of other nations. You're not supposed to do that. You're supposed to marry a woman of your own nation. So when the sons of God did that, they polluted that seed line. You understand? They polluted that holy lineage that the Lord gave them. So the Lord had to destroy the face of the earth again and make us start a new pure seed line again. Let's go to what did I want to get? It's like I want to go to Ezra 9 and 1. Actually, I want to go to Deuteronomy 7 and 3 to show you the law that said that the sons of God we cannot lay down with the other nations. Neither shalt Deuteronomy 7 and 3. Neither shalt thou make marriages with them. Thy daughter thou shalt not give unto his son, nor his daughter shalt thou take unto thy son. For they will turn away thy son from following me, that they may serve other gods. So will the anger of Yahweh be kindled against you and destroy thee suddenly. So you cannot deal with the woman of the other nations, because they will get you to follow their God or make you eat their food or follow their holidays. You understand? Or do whatever type of sin that they do. That's what the Lord told the sons of God. You're not supposed to deal with those other nations, man. But all of the sons of God, they was going off. You understand? And start following the way of the other nations. Except Noah. All right, let's go to Tobit 4 and 12. Let's go to the Apocrypha. In the book of Tobit, chapter 4 and 12. Let's get another precept to show that you were not supposed to be making marriages with them or dealing with the other nations. Let's go to Tobit, chapter 4 and 12. All right, so this, you know how the angels operate. The angels don't come down and have sex, man. The sons of God is talking about the children of Israel, or the seed line of the chosen. Tobit 4 and 12. Beware of all whoredom, my son, and chiefly, he said, mainly, take a wife of the seed of thy fathers. So the sons of God were supposed to take a woman of their own nation. You understand? They weren't supposed to take women of the other nations and heathen. They were supposed to take of their own seed line, of the seed of thy fathers. And take not a strange woman to wife, which is not of thy father's tribe. For we are the children of the prophets. Noah, listen to this. Noah, Abraham, Isaac, and Jacob. Remember, my son, that our fathers from the beginning, from the time of Adam. You understand? Even that they all married wives of their own kindred, and were blessed, and their children and their seed shall inherit the land. So you're supposed to take a wife of your own nation, because all the way from the time of Adam had a wife of his own nation. You understand? Eve wasn't literally taken out of his ribs, but that's a story for another day. That was a wife of his own nation. Abraham married his close relative. You understand? Isaac married his close relative. Jacob married somebody of his own kindred. You understand? So you're supposed to deal with a woman of your own nation from the beginning. So the sons of God, their chosen seed line, they was going off. They said, well, we want these other women, man. And the Lord said, okay, you polluted the holy seed line, so I have to destroy the earth and keep that seed line through Noah. Let's get Ezra 9:1 to show you that they polluted that seed line. Ezra chapter 9:1. Now when these things were done, the princes came to me saying, the people of Israel and the priests and the Levites have not separated themselves from the people of the land according to their abominations, even of the Canaanites, the Hittites, the Perizzites, the Jebusites, the Ammonites, and the Moabites, the Egyptians, and the Amorites. All right, so the priest was going off dealing with the Gentiles, sleeping with the other nations. For they have taken of their daughters for themselves. The same thing in Genesis. They saw the daughters of men, and they took them wives of which they chose. Ezra tell you the same thing. For they have taken daughters for themselves and for their sons, so that the holy seed of the sons of God, have mingled themselves with the people of those lands. Yea, the hand of the princes and the rulers have been chief in this trespass. So that what was going on during the time of Genesis, man. The rulers and the chief priests, the leaders of the sons of God, they were taking women of the other nations. They were given a strict commandment not to do that. They knew the commandments. You understand? So it was nothing new. So in Genesis 6, we get to know that the sons of God is obviously talking about the chosen seed line of Adam. All right. Let's read that one more time. That the sons of God saw the daughters of men, so the chosen seed line saw other nations, that they were fair, and they took them wives of all which they chose. They started sleeping with other nations. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he is also flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. So the Lord said, my spirit is not going to always strive with an angel. You understand? He said, my spirit is not going to strive with man, because man was sinning and sleeping with the other woman of the other nations. The Son of God, man. And the Lord said, my spirit shall not always strive with man, for that he is also flesh, yet his days shall be 120 years. So the Lord cut down the lifespan of man to 120 years during this time. You can read about Adam. He lived to be 930. Methuselah lived to be 969. Enoch lived to live over 800 years. Jared and Canaan, they lived to be over 700, 800 years. So the sons of God used to live damn near 1,000 years. But the Lord said, all right, you want to mingle that holy seed and sleep with the other nations? I'm going to cut your lifespan to 120 years. And not just you, I'm going to cut everybody on the earth their lifespan to 100 years. Then the Lord cut that lifespan again when you read the book of Psalms, the 90th chapter. I believe the 8th through the 10th verse. He said that he's going to cut down the lifespan to man to be 80 years at best. You understand? So the Lord has been dwindling down the lifespan of man from the beginning. All right. From there, let's go to, like I said, you may have people that live longer or shorter, but the average lifespan now, during that time was 120 years. During now, it's about 80 years. All right. So let's go to Luke chapter 15 and 10. So we cut that lie, man. Oh, hold on. Let me read verse 4. There were giants in the earth in those days, and also after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, that they bear children to them, the same became mighty men which are of old, men of renown. So it says there were giants in the earth in those days. So people say that they think that the angels came down, had sex with men, and they gave birth to giants. That's not what it's talking about, man. First of all, you had actual giants back then too. You had actual people that were like 12 feet, 13, 15 feet tall. Those were actual giants. You had giants back then. We're not knocking that, but they weren't a product of angels coming down with men. You understand? And when you go and understand what this word giants mean, in the Hebrew, that word giant is napayal, which means fallen. You understand? It's not the same. I'm gonna bring it out. Let's go to the Hebrew and break it down. All right. It says there were giants in the earth in those days. Let's type in the word giants, and we're going to break down the word giants and show you that it's not talking about they were a product of angels having sex with women. Genesis 6:4. All right, so it says there were giants. The Hebrew word is Naphayal or Naphal. Napayal. Napayal. That's the Hebrew word. It says giants. You understand? Or Esau says Nephilim. You hear the word Nephilim. Oh, that's half angel, half human. Over 12 feet tall. That's not what it's talking about. You go to the root word, what that word means. It means, you can see right here, it says Naphal or Napayal. You understand? It means to fall or to fall down, to cast or to cast down or to fall away. So you had actual giants back then, but you also had Israelites that fell away who were cast down from our heavenly estate. You understand? We're made to be righteous. We're made like gods. In Psalms 82, is it not written, I have said ye are gods, but ye shall fall like men. It says ye shall literally fall like men because we fell away. You understand? And now we live to be 80 years. Now we get sick. You understand? Now we sin. Now we in the land of our captivity. All right. So that's what it means. You shall fall. You understand? You shall fall like men and die like one of the princes, I believe. All right. So that's the word for giant. It says not fall, to fall down, to cast. All right. To fall, to be cast down, to fall. Because we fell from our estate. But you know about, I'm pretty sure you've heard about David and Goliath. Goliath was a giant, right? Now let's go to 2 Samuel chapter 21:18, and let's see what the Hebrew word for giant is. Because 2 Samuel 21:18 says, and it came to pass after this, that there was again a battle with the Philistines at Gob, and Sibbecai, the Hushathite, slew Saph, which was of the sons of the giants. So let's see if this word giant says to fall, or if it means Nepal, to cast down. Let's find out what the Hebrew word for this giant is. You're gonna find out it's something different. So this Hebrew word is Rapha, but it said giant too. So you got to go into the Hebrew and break down these words. It says giants, Rephaim, old tribe of giants, because Goliath and there were other giants during the time that David's mighty men slew. When you read 2 Samuel 23, I believe, or 24, it tells you how David's mighty men slew these different giants with 6 fingers and 11 toes and this feet tall and 30 cubits tall. But it says giant, but the breakdown for the Hebrew word is not the same as in Genesis, the 6th chapter. All right, let's see. It says giant, Rephaites, a very ancient nation of the Canaanites beyond Jordan, famous on account of their gigantic stature. Like in Deuteronomy, it tells you that they saw giants like Anakim and Zeruzims, whose height was up to heaven. Those are actual giants. You understand? But in Genesis 6, it's not talking about, in that context, that there were giants that were a product of women sleeping with angels. All right, get the understanding. So that book of Enoch, and they talking about all that wild stuff, that's not in the scriptures. Let's get back to it in Genesis 6 and 4. There were giants in the earth in those days. So you had actual giants in the earth, but you also had the Israelites that fell away from their estate. You understand? And also after that, when the sons of God came into the daughters of men, so the Israelite men start having sex with the other nations, or the sons of God start having sex with the other nations. that they bear children to them, the same became mighty men, which are of old, men of renown. So they became mighty men on the earth at those times. You understand? Because they were the product of that seed line. Just like if you got your sons of God now, like Blake Griffin. Blake's Griffin father would be a son of God. He slept with another nation. Blake Griffin became a man of renown. His mother's an Edomite. His father's a son of God. You understand? That's just one example. Steph Curry, he would be a mighty man, a man of renown now. You understand? His agility, dexterity, the way he could hoop. He would be a quote-unquote mighty man. His father's a Jake. His mother's an Edomite, a mighty man of renown. You understand? It was nothing like that seen at the time because everybody dealt with their own respective nation. But the sons of God, they said, we're going to cause mayhem and we're going to pollute our holy seed and deal with these other nations. And God saw the wickedness of man. It don't say the wickedness of angels. And God saw the wickedness of man was great in the earth, and that every imagination of the thoughts of his heart was only evil continually. All right. So it's talking about angels, man. I mean, Slacker. It's talking about the sons of God, talking about men. Because it don't say the wickedness of angels was great on the earth. The whole context is talking about the sons of God, the chosen seed line of Adam, dealing with the other nations. All right. Let's go to Luke chapter 15 and 10 real quick. Luke chapter 15 and 10. Because we're just like the angels, man. We're referred to as the sons of God, just like they are. Luke 15 and 10. Likewise, I say unto you, there is joy in the presence of the angels of God over one sinner that repenteth. So when you repent from the sincerity of your heart and you striving to keep the commandments, the angels are rejoicing, man. The angels, they turn up, man, when they see you repent. Because they want you to be delivered, man. The angels want you to be delivered out of this captivity. Those are your brothers. They sick of looking at you being oppressed. Am I adding to the word? No. Let's go to Zechariah. It tells you that. Zechariah 1 and 9. It says, Then said I, O my Lord, what are these? And the angel that talked with me said unto me, I will show thee what these be. And the man that stood among the myrtle trees answered and said, That man is dealing with a spirit. These are they whom the Lord hath sent to walk to and fro through the earth. So the Lord sent the spirits and to do his certain bidding. They answered the angel of the Lord. And they answered the angel of the Lord that stood among the myrtle trees and said, We have walked to and fro through the earth, and behold, all the earth sitteth still and is at rest. So this angel had authority over these certain spirits and told them to go to and fro through the earth. Then the spirits came back and told them they did what they had to do. Then the angel of the Lord answered and said, listen to what this angel said, because I made the point that said the angels want to see you get delivered. Then the angel of the Lord answered and said, O Lord of hosts, how long wilt thou not have mercy on Jerusalem and on the cities of Judah, against which thou hast had indignation these 70 years? And the Lord answered the angel and talked with me with good words and comfortable words. So the angel was praying for the deliverance of the children of Israel. He said, Lord, how long you going to have our people getting in captivity for 70 years? We under the Babylonians. They don't have a homeland. You understand? They don't have their own Jerusalem. The temple is burnt down. But this angel prayed on behalf of the Lord, man. On behalf of the children of Israel. These are your brothers. They rejoice over one sinner that repenteth. Let's go to Revelation 19 and 10. We're going to give you another example. And I fell at his feet to worship him. And he said unto me, See thou do it not. I am thy fellow servant. We're the servants of the Lord, but the angels are the fellow servants. We're brothers. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren. Who are your brethren? Your fellow Israelites, man. But the angels are the sons of God too. I am thy fellow servant and of thy brethren, which have the testimony of Yahushua. Worship God, for the spirit of Yahushua, and for the testimony of Yahushua is the spirit of prophecy. Understand that. He says, I am thy brethren, man. One of your brothers, man. I'm just like you, man. We got the same father. I want y'all to be delivered, man. These are your angels, man. These are the people that protect you, that have charge over you. From there, let's go to the book of Job chapter 38 and 7. I'm just about done. Job chapter 38 and 7. Got about 2 more precepts. Job 38 and 5. Who hath laid the measures thereof, if thou knowest, or who hath stretched the line upon it? Whereupon are the foundations thereof fastened, or who laid the cornerstone thereof? Listen to this. when a morning star sang together and all the sons of God shouted for joy. So when the creation was being taken place and when a blueprint was being given to Yahushua and Yahushua made the angels, the sons of God shouted for joy, man. They was happy to make everything. They rejoiced in the commandment of the Lord. It says the sons of God shouted for joy when the creation was being taken place, man. When the blueprint was given to Yahushua and they got the blueprint and they were helping making everything. And you're going to understand that we're those same spirits, man. Let's go to John 15 and 27. John chapter 15 and 27. Remember in John 1 and John the first chapter says, in Yahushua was life. And that life was the life of men. Because we were with Yahushua from the beginning. And I just paraphrased that. Actually, let me quote it verbatim. Let me read it verbatim. John chapter 1 and 4, 1 and 3. All things were made by him, meaning everything on the earth, spirits, the universe, planets, wind, the souls of the righteous, the wicked, Esau, the nations, they were all made by Yahushua. All things were made by him, and without him was not anything that was not made. In him was life, and the life was the light of men. In him was life, you understand? Who was with Yahushua, them spirits from the beginning, man? The sons of God from the beginning. The elect was with Yahushua from the beginning. And I'm going to show you that in John 15 and 27. John 15 and 27. And ye shall bear witness because ye have been with me from the beginning. He told the 12 apostles, you've been with me from the foundation of everything. Because you are the sons of God. Peter, Paul, we weren't talking to Paul, but Peter, James, John, Andrew, Bartholomew, you understand? Simon. All of these people have been, and the elect have been with Yahushua from the beginning. They shouted with joy when everything was created, man. You understand? They helped make everything from the beginning. It says God created the heaven and the earth. Yahushua and the angels, the sons of God, created the heaven and the earth. In Revelation 21, he says, I will create a new heaven and a new earth. Who's going to be in charge of being in charge of this new heaven on the earth? Who's going to reform the minds of the people and get the nations in order? You understand? And get this whole world back in order and create this new heaven and a new earth. The same people that have done it in the beginning, the sons of God. If you got ears to hear. So it's heavy, man. In Daniel the 8th chapter, the angels are known as the saints, man. Let's get that in Daniel chapter 8. After this, I got one more and I'm going to close out. I'm not even going to read this whole thing. Daniel 8 and Daniel chapter 8. What verse is that? Slakia, bear with me 1 second. Oh, here it is, Daniel 8 and 13. So Daniel 8 goes into the Greeks. You understand, taking out the Persians and the Medes. Alexander the Greek, which is the great horn between the eyes of the king of Grecia. His notable horn was broken into 4 pieces, which were Ptolemy, his 4 generals. His first general, Ptolemy, Seleucus, Lysimachus, and Cassander. And he had a 5th general too, which is Antigonus, the lesser general. You understand? And then out of that came forth a little horn, I believe, Antiochus Epiphanes the 4th. And he went and conquered the different nations and conquered toward the pleasant land, which was the land of Israel. And he cast down the temple and cast down the priesthood and set up swine's flesh in the abomination of desolation during that time. All right. So this is just gave you a quick rundown, but this is Daniel 8 and 13. So after he heard that, 2 angels came down to him. Then I heard one saint speaking, and another saint said unto that certain saint which spake. Now these aren't 2 Israelites. These are 2 angels speaking, but they're known as saints. They're the sons of God too. These are your brothers. Then I heard one saint speaking, and another saint said unto that certain saint which spake, how long shall be the vision concerning the daily sacrifice and the transgression of the desolation, to give both the sanctuary and the host to be trodden underfoot? And he said unto me, unto 2,300 days, then shall the sanctuary be cleansed. I believe that's going into 6 years. until the altar was cleansed by the Maccabees. You understand? But that's a topic for another day. So Daniel asked how long, until this happened, until it be destroyed, until it be cleansed again. He said about 6 years, I believe. That's what the Maccabees are going into. But the point that I wanted to get is to show you that the angels are just like your brothers, man. And they have chariots, and they have vehicles that they drive in. And there's different behind the scenes going on. There's spirits and souls that are righteous, and there's demons and principalities and powers going on. So this has been a quick breakdown on the angels and what I want to call this. I wanted to label this lock here: the righteous angels, the sons of God, and principalities. So this is Brother Nakram coming back at you with these precepts. Lord willing, you've been edified, and I'm going to bid you shalom.